All right, JK, what you got? Oh! That little lo-fi instrumentation in the beginning, with the high end that they put on his vocals, they basically cut all the low end off. Sounded like even possibly cut all the high end off. I'm not listening in headphones. They might just have the mid-range up there. Listen to the precision as he transitions from his head voice back into his mid-range. Beautiful. This is my kind of music. I'm getting way too excited. Way too excited. Is it okay? I can be this excited, right? I can be this excited. I haven't even had that much caffeine. Jeez. Just really pay attention to the end of the phrase where he really breaths out the vocal and has just a beautiful, consistent vibrato. Listen to that. Oh, listen to that harmony. Interesting, that wouldn't have been the harmony that I would have thought. Let that slide up. Wow, this is one of my favorite vocal performances from him. I'm not just saying that. The control that he is showing off in that upper register, keeping that beautiful breathy tone. You gotta realize, again, men, the vocal folds are just thicker. It's hard to transition between those head voice to the mixed voice back into like a lower mid-range note. It just is difficult, especially to keep a breathy tone. Whew. Nice transition. The way that he will just transition from those head voice notes, those you see how he makes it back down to the mid-range without a without that kind of like break there. I mean, that is just too smooth. That transition going up, that's too smooth. I teach a lot of people, and I'm trying to teach people to have that kind of beautiful tone up there because it's so natural for us to want to squeak. When I was first learning to sing, I would try to sing those head voice notes. I'd like squeak it out. I'd be squeaking, and half the time I'd be cracking. Half the time I would try to go for a note, and I'd be like, I hope it's there. I hope it's there. And sometimes it'd be like, you know that like voice crack that, Guys, you know what I'm talking about, and girls too. But no, yeah, that totally would happen to me. But again, with the right exercises, you can train this. But I just have to say that he has that vocal tone up in the head voice. It's awesome. It's great to hear. I'm super excited. I love listening to people who are doing it right. I just love the melody. And again, I love how he just listen to the release of breath on the end of the phrase. That is his signature to me. Oh, yay. Whoa. Oh, those backups. I heard some backups, I think, going like, with like a harmony on it. Those are my favorite. That's my favorite part, honestly, about creating a song, writing songs, recording songs, is those little ooh backups. If you listen to any of my music too, you will hear them. I'm so glad that he's doing that. That's what just fills out the song, and it just makes it, it just gives it that extra, it gives a song that X factor. And many times people aren't even consciously aware that they're hearing all these different backups. But if you start to really pay attention to songs, if you listen to headphones, and listen into different, like what's going on in your left ear, what's going on in your right ear, because the producers will pan these different sounds. So many times those oohs are likely going in the left and the right ear, and then he's got his lead vocal just going right down the center. I need to explain that better if you're really going to understand it with producing. That take too long. Just believe me. You gotta love this track. And then bringing it back. You know, many people don't realize that a lot of that control, his vocal stability, if that kind of translates to you, the control that he has over his range, a lot of that's actually coming from the way that he breathes and the way that he releases airflow. Classic breath on the end. Gotta love it. You know I'm always honest with you. I think that's one of my favorite vocal performances that I have heard from him, personally. At least in a song. That's just my kind of music. I love the kind of smooth, soulful vocals, soft though, breathy. He kind of leaned in at times though too. I think at the end he added a lot more power into his head voice, really leaned into the chords there. I also loved how they added those background oohs. For anyone who's recording music, don't forget the BGVs, the background vocals, and take your time with it. Really take the time to find background melodies that support your lead vocal, that don't distract from the lead vocal, but just add just that right little... The only way I can describe it is an X factor. They add like an X factor. You've got to have them. So for anybody recording music, don't forget the BGVs. Don't be sleeping on the BGVs, okay?